A statement from Stephen Pedling, "It's miles reasonable that the universe we see is basically a touch of a bounty bigger multiverse. In this bigger universe, there could be many copies of us living in one-of-a-kind universes." The James Webb Telescope has now found the essential true verification for the reflected universe. Enormous designs that appear more expert than the universe genuinely come from a counter-presence wherein the real powers resemble our own. What is happening at this variable? Might it at some point be said that we are currently coming into hard-to-figure-out elements of the multiverse? Obviously, likewise, what should we make of it down there? The reactions to this question are extending us to the edges of conventionality, looking at our acknowledgement and potentially catapulting us into an extremely new reality. This could just mean almost certain ruin for science, to the extent that we may be stressed. Everything is totally remarkable. Scientists have at last tracked down the genuine avocation for the doubtful universes. Be that as it may, could we start toward the beginning of the story? It changed into the past due summer of 2022 when NASA readily set the main depictions free from the new James Webb Space Telescope for lay individuals. The significance photo showed some superb and exceptional characteristics of light and stars. In any case, specialists instantly saw an incredibly great pack of unquestionably classic infinite structures. More energetic infinite systems should be seen brilliantly in the front-facing region. The more expert ones appear to be orange to reddish, and their light is diffused or clouded with the undisturbed we can see. Resulting to know here, isolated from a 2 or 3 charming reach influences, the Webb telescope can break down even the humblest area of light thoroughly. It may be hard to simply acknowledge, but James Webb can illuminate from those darkened spots of light when the light is created, where it came from, which stars released it, how giant the device is, and what parts were predominantly in it. Inquisitively, experts now have absolute assessments of extraordinarily rare vast designs in their hold close. The advancement of the new telescope is really charming, and due to infrared advancement, James Webb can record a lot better light traces than Hubble. This way, appearance significantly enhances the hour of now not set in stone by utilizing the purple shift of light. At the off chance that light goes through regions from here on endlessly, it seemingly always shifts from light yellow to white to purple and orange. The assessments of the period of those infinite systems came as a shock. One of the essential assert structures on this picture showed a purple shift of Z equivalent 13, and that suggests it's far 13.5 billion years old. For what cause do we see the past? We need to come to the essential spine chiller of this story on the variable. When we investigate regions, we as a whole see the past. It is crazy, but totally it's substantial. Even the light from the closest star, Alpha Centauri, requires 4.3 light-years to contact us. If we take a gander at the superstar on this planet through a telescope, we see the light that builds an uproar around the city or the reflected picture of the telescope. Thus, we see light that has gone 4.3 years to contact us. And this is where we see the spot of light above. Clearly, the binary star Alpha Centauri, or as an option the twofold celebrity system, has already journeyed further and is situated at something different totally in the universe. At the off chance that James Webb catches faint beats of light that have been going for 13.5 billion years, we consider the grandiose contraption there to be it turned into an inconceivable 13.5 billion years ago. The significance picture is hence now not just a view into the profundities of the universe, but in addition into the past. This can be an hindrance for the explanation that we will generally sensibly be not ready to see the universe on Earth as it's far at present. We would need to move out into regions to dock stars there as they're right now. The potential gain of that will be that we can sort out what happened within the past of the universe, basically through seeing the light. On the off chance that the Great Big Bang explosion truly came around 13.8 billion years ago, we ought to basically have the choice to see the APO from which the headlight transformed into Mama, on the grounds that the first stars besides here came. The issue, the essential stars aren't obligated to have existed until somewhere around 500 million years after the Big Bang. Notwithstanding the way that the machine glass C13 already existed 300 million years after the Big Bang, and this is of the universe now, not a single star is shown by James Webb's assessment facts. Glass C13 is an especially developed moment-infinite device. This contraption has taken somewhere between 1 to 5 billion years to reach the aspects and brilliance that we see today. However, that can't be the situation because that would mean that this universe already existed sooner than the Big Bang. Might we at some point say we are completely looking in a? As you might imagine, the scientists are currently most certainly prepared to battle. How might this kind of global be checked out? Furthermore, Glass C13 isn't the only one. Immediately, a short time later, the presence of another contraption with a significantly better Z regard became attested. Massey's vast machine recently existed 200 million years after the enormous explosion and is further to shape a world as Glass C13. Another greater find even had a Z value of more than 28, F200 dBz 0.5, a truly pink-shifted universe in comparison with a normal redshift of about Z, ascends to 20.4. This relates to a length around 168 million years after the Big Bang. At the off chance that the assessments might be attested, F200 dBz 0.5 could be one of the earliest and most distant acknowledged systems at any point noticed. These three are most compelling in devotion to numerous gadget contests, which are at this point anticipating confirmation. These exposures are called candidates for the explanation that they should be insightfully relegated as universes once unique independent test bunches have asserted the assessments. The essential universes developed extremely in contrast with what we thought. John Mother, the test chief and significant father of the James Webb Telescope, is positive in a gathering. These revelations at this point do not confirm that they're changed into no sizable explosion but at least show that stars and universes were outlined far quicker than these days anticipated. One of the explanations for the very specific physical innovative skills exhibited the individual correct simultaneously as current characters never again have trust in the Big Bang. Several scientists are convinced that these enormous frameworks are the death of our antique texture mechanical ability. So who is on the appropriate music? We need to investigate what explanations conventional texture innovative ability have created over the greatest ongoing 2 years for these unfathomable universes. A researcher from Canada brought an outline as shown by means of which the universe will be connected. He puts the Big Bang at a time of 26.7 billion years ago. Anyway, it can also be 40 billion years or more prominent. The assessments relied upon adjusted Newtonian substantial mechanical ability. Furthermore, the hypothesis of light weariness by Swiss researcher Fritz Zwicky, another explanation is that there were starbursts inside the younger universe. Or, as an option, authentic impacts of star starting, where a previously thick locale of the universe gives a strangely huge scope of stars in a truly short period of time. Anyway, this justification should be applied moderately, considering reality that it is presently beyond the realm of possibility with the enormous scope plans of the universe. The English master Roger Penrose proposed the dull universe back in 2015, as in sync with which our universe emerged directly from an outsider universe, and a few items or pivotal plans of the old universe might have been put away. This can now unshape on the grounds that Penrose's thought can genuinely make sense of why there are structures that were phenomenally old early. These huge numbers of hypotheses have a customary inadequacy, they can to some amount make sense of the new discoveries, but not totally. The most recent significance picture, some other shock about a year after the main picture became taken, the Webb Telescope took some other significance picture. The scientists respected energetically into a truly specific corner of the universe. Might a substitute picture at some point be revealed there? No, lamentably, now not. Or, on the other hand, maybe luckily not. The following photograph confirmed the revelations of the main significance picture. The new picture similarly showed sections of universes that are classic to the point that they shouldn't exist, as demonstrated by the past standards of material innovation. What's more, this image similarly uncovered a previously unidentified creation that lies taking cover at the rear. Pandora Worldwide Pack and concerning its size and components couldn't truly have existed in young space. The gentle physicists are consistently walking around explanations, and the degree is being cleared for absolutely new theories and innovation. We have the attested truth that our substantial innovative expertise of the most diminutive particles isn't yet practical with the real mechanical ability of the standard eccentricities inside the universe. Quantum substantial innovative skill and stargazing can't be portrayed utilizing standardized recipes. The key hypothesis that approaches is string theory, which drives clearly to the multiverse, which customary physicists are at this point battling through. However, it is as of now evident to many here. We have the proof for the multiverse and for a repeat universe, assuming the universe of the littlest particles is essentially conceivable, with colossal parts like stars and designs, assuming we take conveyance of a greater number of variables than the 4 recognized parts of reality. Then, there should be explicit universes that we have now not yet had the decision to peer investigate. Some researchers are of the evaluation that not having the decision to see is genuinely phony via any means. They say that we experience those perspectives in any area. Technology stories unsolvable inconveniences like now, with the unthinkable structures we need to look at. The proof that we are not taking a gander at the younger universe after the enormous blast but at the breaking point to the mirror universe. Could we get that our universe exists like part of an hourglass? The duplicate universe is then the opposite part of the time glass. Somewhere there's an exchange or confinement where the 2 universes meet and talk at present in a complex universe. This isn't really only one spot. These advances can be in certain spots and in certain occasions. Assuming we take a gander at the significance picture, we can imagine that we think back in time into the hourglass, and poof, we should truly leaf through the captivated telescope of James Webb to the inverse side. One universe that is explicitly appointed to help this theory is the Schrödinger infinite machine, or consumes 1749-9. Further to the way that this worldwide emits an impact of being particularly old, it moreover offers various assessments of its place. Stargazers on this way tranquilly insinuated the physical-mechanical skill as Schrödinger infinite machine. Schrödinger pussycat is a psychological investigate quantum texture innovative expertise, which fundamentally communicates that nothing on this worldwide has a described true construction till it's arranged or seen. Past this assessment, everything exists in a sort of suspended country wherein the structure blocks of issue can exist as dicey waves or organizations in some conditions at the same time. An expense gadget that shows unequivocally this impact might be resolved unequivocally at the mirror line and at that exchange, starting from one universe then on to the next. Yet, that isn't what Schrödinger assessment says. Widely greater in its continuation, every likely end after effect of the preliminary makes its own worldwide. Moreover, that could genuinely mean that there are interminable universes, and that you and I exist in those universes simultaneously. Additionally, we don't forget about any of it. Press the buy in button. Presently there are loads more greater video abilities to come in this huge and puzzling scene of astronomical investigation. The limits of our understanding are ceaselessly pushed. The discoveries delivered by the James Webb Telescope and other logical tries have not just tested our existing speculations, but also opened the entryway to altogether new domains of probability. As we wrestle with the ramifications of these disclosures, one thing turns out to be progressively clear: our current comprehension of the universe is yet a negligible part of the larger reality that might exist beyond our discernment. The thought of a multiverse, with its horde of universes existing close by our own, compels us to reevaluate our position in the universe. Yet with this newly discovered information comes a large host of inquiries and vulnerabilities. Are we genuinely seeing into substitute real factors, or are there different clarifications yet to be uncovered? The journey of logical request is far from over, and every discovery, in a sense, extends the secret of our presence. As specialists proceed to unravel the privileged insights of the universe, we are confronted with the overwhelming undertaking of reclassifying how we might interpret reality. The ramifications of these disclosures stretch a long way beyond the domain of science, addressing the actual substance of what it means to exist in this immense and amazement-moving universe. Even with such significant uncertainty, one thing remains consistent: the human spirit of investigation and revelation. With each new piece of proof and each unanswered inquiry, we are reminded of the endless capability of the human psyche to fathom the endless and to reveal the secret bits of insight that lie just past the span of our seeing. So as we stand on the incline of discovery, let us embrace the unexplored world with fortitude and curiosity, knowing the journey of exploration is so much about the inquiry questions we pose as it is about the answers we find. And maybe, in our quest for knowledge, we will uncover not just the mysteries of the universe, but also the mysteries of our own existence in the tremendous field of grandiose investigation. The James Webb Telescope remains as a signal of humankind's journey to understand the secrets of the universe. Its discoveries have tested our current standards, driving us to question the actual texture of reality. The idea of a multiverse, with its endless universes existing together close by our own, forces us to re-examine our place in the universe and examine the immensity of what lies beyond our discernment. Yet with each new discovery comes a host of inquiries and vulnerabilities, pushing the limits of our seeing ever further. As researchers dive deeper into the unexplored world, we are confronted with the overwhelming task of reclassifying how we might interpret existence itself. However, in the midst of the uncertainty, there is also a sense of wonder and excitement as we embark on a journey of exploration that promises to uncover not just the mysteries of the universe, but also the secret bits of insight of our own reality. Thus, with each step forward, we are reminded of the limitless capability of the human brain and the persevering spirit of curiosity that drives us to seek answers to the most significant inquiries of all time. Might we at any point be looking into a mirror? Scientists are now wrestling with how to get a handle on such a situation besides glass. C13 isn't alone. Soon after the existence of another substance with a higher ZV value was confirmed, Massey's infinite machine, which arose 200 million years post the Big Bang, looks like a world like glass. C13, another discovery, had a ZV value surpassing 20, showing an extremely redshifted universe, perhaps one of the earliest and most far-off systems of all time found. These are only a couple of quite a large number awaiting confirmation, named up-and-coming candidates until other independent research groups approve the estimations. The discoveries challenge our past understanding. John Mother, the project lead of the James Webb Telescope, remains hopeful. He affirms that these discoveries don't disprove the Big Bang, but show that stars and systems formed much quicker than previously thought. While conventional material science followers could question the Big Bang, numerous researchers see these vast systems as the subsequent stage in our logical evolution. So, who's on the thinking right track? We should analyze late clarifications proposed by conventional physics for these puzzling universes. A Canadian researcher proposed a universe much older, suggesting the Big Bang happened 26.7 billion years ago, perhaps even 40 billion years. Another hypothesis places starbursts in the early universe, where thickly packed sites birth numerous stars quickly. Anyway, these clarifications missed the mark due to the universe's tremendous scale. Roger Penrose's cyclic universe hypothesis proposes our universe exuded from a past one. It offers a more conceivable explanation, but none completely represent late discoveries. A year later, another depth picture from the James Webb Telescope validated earlier findings, uncovering old universes challenging past comprehension. These discoveries, combined with a new unidentified construction behind the Pandora World Group, challenge physicists to figure out new speculations with our ongoing comprehension of particle physics inconsistent with astronomical peculiarities. String theory's multiverse idea builds up forward movement. It is only one to acknowledge that our universe, as part of a larger multiverse, prompts us to think about mirror universes. If our universe depends on more than the known crucial particles, then unseen universes probably exist beyond our view. Some researchers contend that our failure to notice doesn't refute their presence, referring to unsolvable peculiarities as proof. We should investigate the possibility that our universe is part of an hourglass, with the mirror universe on the opposite side. Such a complex universe isn't bound to one spot. It exists throughout space and time. The Schrödinger inestimable machine epitomizes this hypothesis, offering insights into quantum realities. Vulnerability proposes that until noticed, objects exist in a state of motion, bringing forth endless universes. Thus, our journey into the universe continues, opening secrets and reshaping our understanding of existence.